Welcome back to our channel HD Rare Coins. I will tell you about some special coins, so please watch the complete video.
Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting once again, with a close look at the 1-cent coin from 1975, minted in the United States of America. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the value of the coins in your pocket, this video will break down everything you need to know about the 1975 penny. Stick around to the end to learn what makes this coin special and how much it might be worth today. Let's start with a little history. The 1975 1-cent coin, also known as a Lincoln cent, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, side of the coin. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, has been a staple of American currency since 1909, commemorating the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, which replaced the original wheat ears design in 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The details on the Lincoln Memorial are sharp, and if you look closely, you can even see Lincoln sitting inside the memorial. The 1975 penny was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while Denver coins have a D mint mark, and San Francisco coins have an S mint mark. In terms of mintage numbers, the Philadelphia mint produced over 5.4 billion coins, the Denver mint produced nearly 4.5 billion coins, the San Francisco mint, which produced proof coins for collectors, minted about 2.8 million coins. The 1975 penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. This was the standard composition for pennies until 1982, when the rising cost of copper led to a switch to a primarily zinc composition with a thin copper plating. Now, let's talk about what everyone is here for: the value. Most 1975 pennies found in circulation are only worth their face value $7.50 millions, which is 1 cent. This is primarily due to the large number of coins minted. However, there are exceptions to this rule. The value of a 1975 penny increases with its condition. Coins in mint state, with no signs of wear and tear, are more desirable to collectors. An uncirculated 1975 penny might be worth around 15 to 30 cents. In extremely high grades, particularly those graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services, the value can reach a few dollars. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are another story. These coins were struck with special care, resulting in a mirror-like finish. A 1975 S-proof penny in perfect condition can be worth around $1 to $2, with higher grades fetching even more. Error coins can be significantly more valuable. For example, a 1975 penny with a striking error, such as an off-center strike or a double die, could be worth anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on the rarity and demand among collectors. Lastly, it's worth noting the intrinsic value of the copper. With the penny being 95% copper, its melt value is currently higher than 1 cent, though it's illegal to melt down pennies for their metal content. In conclusion, while most 1975 pennies are only worth a penny, there are certain factors, like condition, proof status, and errors, that can make them more valuable. If you have a 1975 penny, it's worth taking a closer look to see if it might be one of these more valuable specimens. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and our focus is on the 1977 United States 1-cent coin. How much is it worth? Is it a rare find? Let's explore everything you need to know about this piece of American history. First, let's talk about the design. The 1977 1-cent coin features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design that has been in place since 1909, when it was introduced to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American heritage, which was added to the penny in 1959. Now, for some technical details. This coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, typical of pennies minted before 1982. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. In 1977, the U.S. Mint produced over 4.4 billion 1-cent coins, making it one of the most common pennies in circulation. Coins from this year were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, none were produced at the San Francisco Mint for general circulation, though proof versions do exist. Given the high mintage, a typical 1977 1-cent coin found in circulation holds its face value of just 1 cent, $6.50 millions. But, as with all coins, condition matters. A well-preserved coin, in uncirculated or mint state condition, can be worth more to collectors. For instance, in mint state 65, a 1977 penny might fetch anywhere from $5 to $10 at auction. Higher grades could see even higher values, though it's not a coin that generally commands large sums unless it's in exceptional condition. Now, let's talk about something that can make a 1977 penny significantly more valuable: errors. Coins with minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or repunched mint marks, can be worth much more. Depending on the type and severity of the error, these coins can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100s. So, while the 1977 penny is common, certain conditions or errors can make it a valuable addition to your collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always worth checking your change. Who knows, you might have a hidden gem. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1984 United States 1-cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just stumbled upon an old penny, this video will break down its history, features, and of course, its current value. Let's get started. The 1984 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, continues the long-standing tradition of featuring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, on the obverse. This design has been in circulation since 1909, marking over a century of history. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a design that ran from 1959 until 2008. The 1984 penny is part of this historic series. Now, let's talk specifications. The 1984 penny has a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a change made in 1982 from the earlier all-copper pennies. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. When examining your 1984 penny, be sure to check for a mint mark, which indicates where the coin was produced. You might find a D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, or no mint mark at all, which means it was minted in Philadelphia. While standard 1984 pennies aren't particularly rare, there are some varieties to look out for. One of the most sought-after varieties is the 1984 double die obverse penny. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, creating a noticeable doubling effect, particularly on the date and the word Liberty. If you have a DDO penny, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere from $50 to over $500, depending on its condition. The value of a 1984 penny largely depends on its condition. In circulated condition, these pennies are generally worth only face value $5.5 millions. However, if you have an uncirculated penny, it could be worth a few cents to a few dollars. The key is to look for pristine condition, with sharp details and minimal wear. As of now, standard 1984 pennies in circulated condition are worth around 1 cent, while those in uncirculated condition can fetch between 30 cents and $1.50. If you happen to have a high-grade uncirculated coin graded by a service like PCGS or NGC, the value can increase even more, sometimes reaching up to $10 or more. In summary, while the 1984 penny is common, it still holds value for collectors, especially in high-grade conditions or if it features a rare error like the double die obverse. So, the next time you come across a 1984 penny, take a closer look. It might just be worth more than you think. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting to explore the value and worth of the 1986 1-cent coin from the United States of America. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, you won't want to miss this. Let's get started. First, a little history. The 1986 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. This coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced on the penny in 1959. The 1986 penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a change that was made in 1982 to reduce production costs. In 1986, the U.S. Mint produced over 4.4 billion 1-cent coins, spread across 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Because of the large mintage, most 1986 pennies are relatively common. The face value of the 1986 penny is, of course, 1 cent. However, due to its composition, the intrinsic value is tied to the metal content. Given the small amount of copper in the coin, its melt value is very low, making it worth less than a cent in terms of raw material. Now, let's talk about the collector's value. For circulated 1986 pennies, the value typically remains at face value, just 1 cent, 4.5 millions. However, there are a few exceptions. If you have a 1986 penny in uncirculated condition, especially one with a high grade from a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, it could be worth more. An uncirculated 1986 penny might fetch anywhere from 10 cents to $2, depending on its condition. For proof coins minted in San Francisco, these can be more valuable, especially if they are still in their original packaging. A proof 1986 penny might be worth between $2 and $5. Error coins are where things can get interesting. Errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or other minting anomalies can significantly increase the value of a 1986 penny. Some error pennies from this year have sold for upwards of $50 or more, depending on the rarity and type of error. So, what's the final word on the 1986 1-cent coin? For most of us, it's just another penny in our pocket. But for collectors, especially those who find a pristine or error coin, there could be some real value hidden in your change jar. Today, we'll be diving into the details of the 1987 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent. We'll explore its history, design, and most importantly, its current value and worth. So, stay tuned. The 1987 1-cent coin is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has remained largely unchanged since its inception, making it one of the most recognizable coins in American history. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to replace the previous wheat ears design. This reverse design was created by Frank Casparo. Surrounding the Lincoln Memorial, you'll see the inscriptions United States of America, e pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 cent. In 1987, the U.S. Mint produced 1-cent coins at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced circulation coins, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors. Here's a breakdown of the mintage figures: Philadelphia, over 4.6 billion coins; Denver, over 4.6 billion coins; San Francisco, around 4.2 million coins. With such high mintage numbers, the 1987 1-cent coin is quite common, especially those from Philadelphia and Denver. Now, let's get to the part you're most interested in: the value and worth of the 1987 1-cent coin. $3.50 millions. For circulated coins from Philadelphia and Denver, their value is generally around face value, which is 1 cent. These coins are still in circulation today and are very common. However, if you have an uncirculated or mint condition coin, it could be worth slightly more to collectors. Uncirculated coins can be valued between 10 to 50 cents, depending on their condition. The proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are more valuable. These coins were specially made for collectors and were not intended for circulation. A 1987 S-proof Lincoln cent can be worth around $2 to $5, depending on its condition and whether it comes with its original packaging. While the standard 1987 1-cent coins aren't particularly valuable, error coins from this year can fetch higher prices. Errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong planchet can be worth significantly more, sometimes ranging from $10 to several $100s, depending on the rarity and type of error. If you think you have an error coin, it's worth getting it authenticated and graded by a professional. In summary, the 1987 United States 1-cent coin is a common coin with minimal value in circulated condition. However, uncirculated, proof, or error coins can hold more value for collectors. If you happen to come across one in excellent condition or with a unique error, it might just be worth more than you think. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1988 United States 1-cent coin. Whether you're an avid numismatist or just stumbled across this penny in your change jar, you might be wondering, how much is it worth today? Let's find out. Cut to close-up shots of both the obverse and reverse of the coin. The 1988 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, which has been a staple on the penny since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin is a tribute to the 16th President of the United States. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Display a graphic timeline showing the transition from the wheat reverse to the Lincoln Memorial reverse. 1988 was the final year that these pennies were struck in a copper-plated zinc composition, a change that started in 1982 due to rising copper prices. The coin's composition is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. Like many other U.S. coins, the 1988 penny was minted in different locations, indicated by the mint mark found just below the date on the obverse. The three main mint marks you'll find are E.No mint mark, Philadelphia minted mint mark, Denver Mint's mint mark, San Francisco mint. Each of these mint marks can have an impact on the coin's value, especially when it comes to proof coins from San Francisco. Now, let's talk about what you've been waiting for, the value. A typical 1988 penny in circulated condition is generally worth face value, 1 cent. However, the value can increase slightly depending on its condition, rarity, and whether it has any unique features. If you have a 1988 penny in uncirculated or mint state condition, the value can range from 10 to 30 cents, depending on its grade. The highest quality examples, those graded MS 67 or higher, might fetch even more, potentially reaching up to a few dollars at auction. For proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, values can start around $2 to $5, depending on the condition. The more pristine the coin, the higher the value. $2.5 million. Don't forget to check your 1988 penny for errors or rare varieties. Some error coins, like those with off-center strikes, double dies, or other minting mistakes, can be worth significantly more. These rare errors can sometimes fetch prices ranging from $10 to several $100s, depending on the rarity and demand. Show examples of error coins with descriptions. So, while your 1988 penny might just be worth a cent in most cases, there are definitely opportunities to find a hidden gem among these coins. Always keep an eye out for mint marks, errors, and the overall condition of your coin. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting to explore the value and worth of the 2000 United States 1-cent coin. Whether you're a collector, a curious investor, or just stumbled across this penny in your change, stick around to learn about its history, details, and potential value. The 2000 US 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent, continues the tradition of featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side of the coin. This iconic design, created by Victor D. Brenner, first appeared in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday and has been in circulation ever since. On the reverse side of the 2000 penny, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design remained in use until 2008, making the 2000 penny part of a long and beloved series in American coinage. One important detail to look for is the mint mark, which indicates where the coin was produced. You'll find this small letter just below the year on the obverse side. Coins without a mint mark were minted in Philadelphia. Coins with AD were minted in Denver. A penny with an S mark was minted in San Francisco, typically as a proof coin. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and have a higher level of detail and a mirror-like finish. They're usually more valuable than their circulating counterparts. Now, let's talk about what your 2000 Lincoln cent might be worth today. As with most modern pennies, its value depends on several factors, including condition, rarity, and any unique errors. If your 2000 penny has been in circulation and shows signs of wear, it's typically worth its face value of 1 cent, $1.50 millions. However, some collectors might pay a little more if it's in better than average condition. An uncirculated 2000 penny, one that has never been used in transactions and remains in pristine condition, could be worth anywhere from 10 cents to $1, depending on its grade. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint can be worth more, especially if they're still in their original packaging. These could range from $1 to $5 or more, depending on demand. Always check your 2000 penny for any errors, such as doubling, off-center strikes, or misprints. Error coins can be rare and highly sought after by collectors, sometimes fetching prices from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. To sum up, while most 2000 US 1-cent coins are worth just their face value, certain conditions, mint marks, and errors can significantly increase their value. Whether you're looking to sell or simply add to your collection, it's always worth taking a closer look at your pennies. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting, and we've got something special for you. Let's talk about the 2002 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent. Whether you're a collector or just curious, stick around to find out if this coin could be worth more than its face value. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in American history. The 2002 penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner, on the obverse. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design remained in use until 2008. Let's talk about the specifications of the 2002 Lincoln cent. This coin is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing in at 2.5 grams. Its diameter is 19.05 millimeters, and it has a plain edge. The 2002 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the latter being the proof version. Now, how common is this coin? The 2002 Lincoln cent had a large mintage. Philadelphia minted over 5.3 billion coins, Denver produced nearly 4 billion. The San Francisco Mint struck over 3 million proof coins. Due to the high mintage, most 2002 pennies found in circulation are only worth their face value 1.1 millions, 1 cent. However, uncirculated coins, especially those with the D or S mint mark, can be worth a bit more. So, what about those uncirculated or proof condition pennies? Well, if you have a 2002 penny in mint state, meaning it shows no signs of wear, it could be worth around 10 to 25 cents, depending on its grade. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint, with their shiny, mirror-like finish, can be valued between $2 and $5. Keep in mind, these values can fluctuate based on the coin's condition and demand, but here's where things get interesting. Some 2002 pennies might have errors or unusual characteristics that make them more valuable to collectors. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, or coins with die cracks. These error coins can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to over $50, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. So, if you come across a 2002 penny that looks a bit different, it might be worth checking out. To sum it up, the 2002 Lincoln cent is generally worth 1 cent in circulation, but uncirculated, proof, or error coins can bring in a higher value. If you've got one of these pennies lying around, it might be worth taking a closer look. Today, we're diving into another fascinating coin from the United States, the 2005 Lincoln cent. Whether you're a coin collector or just curious about the change in your pocket, this video is for you. Let's explore the history, design, and of course, the value of the 2005 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, also known as the penny, has been in circulation since 1909. The 2005 Lincoln cent continues the long tradition of honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. This coin was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco for proof coins. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in use since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. On the reverse side, the 2005 cent features the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Above the memorial, the words United States of America are inscribed, with the motto E pluribus unum just below it. The face value of 1 cent is prominently displayed at the bottom. In terms of mintage, over 5 billion 2005 Lincoln cents were produced across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. This makes the 2005 penny a very common coin, so they're not particularly rare. The coin is made of copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams with a diameter of 19.05 mm. Now, let's talk about the value. For most 2005 pennies in circulated condition, the value remains at their face value, 1 cent $3,000,000. However, uncirculated coins, especially those with a high grade from a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC, can be worth a bit more. A typical uncirculated 2005 Lincoln cent might be worth around 10 to 30 cents. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, especially in perfect condition, can range from $1 to $5, depending on their quality, but there's always a chance of finding an error coin or a coin with an unusual minting defect, which can significantly increase its value. So, it's worth checking your pennies carefully. In summary, while the 2005 Lincoln cent is generally worth its face value, it can be a little more valuable in uncirculated or proof condition. As always, keep an eye out for those rare errors that can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure. Today, we're diving into the world of the 2007 United States 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. Is it just a common penny, or could it be worth more? Let's find out. The 2007 1 cent coin is part of the Lincoln penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. The Lincoln penny features the profile of the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, on the obverse side. The reverse side, until 2008, displayed the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This design was introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and replaced the original wheat ears design. Let's quickly go over the specifications of the 2007 Lincoln penny. Composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper plating. Weight: 2.5 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. You might find this penny with no mint mark, which means it was minted in Philadelphia, or with a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. The 2007 penny had a high mintage, which means millions of these coins were produced. Philadelphia over 3.6 billion coins, Denver over 3.4 billion coins, San Francisco. These are proof coins intended for collectors and had a mintage of around 2 million. Given the massive production numbers, most 2007 pennies in circulation are considered common and hold a value of just 1 cent. However, there are a few factors that could make your 2007 penny worth more. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition can be worth more to collectors. A 2007 penny in pristine condition might be worth around 10 to 30 cents, depending on its grade. The 2007 proof pennies, especially those with the S mint mark, can be more valuable. In perfect proof condition, these coins might be worth around $2 to $5. Always keep an eye out for error coins. Some 2007 pennies might have minting errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes. These error coins can significantly increase in value, sometimes fetching anywhere from $5 to $100 or more, depending on the error's rarity and severity. So, is your 2007 1 cent coin worth more than face value? For most of us, the answer is no, it's just a penny. But, if you happen to have one in exceptional condition, a proof coin, or one with an interesting error, you might just have a small treasure on your hands. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting to explore the value and worth of the 2008 United States 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the change in your pocket, this video is for you. So, let's get started. The 2008 1 cent coin is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. The obverse, or front, of the coin features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side, up until 2008, displayed the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This 2008 cent is the last of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design before it was replaced in 2009 by the Lincoln Bicentennial Series, which featured different designs for each quarter of the year. In 2008, the U.S. Mint produced over 5.4 billion Lincoln cents across its 3 mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint coins have no mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins are marked with AD. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, which are marked with an S. The composition of the 2008 Lincoln cent is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a total weight of 2.5 grams. This composition has been standard since 1982, when the mint transitioned from the 95% copper composition due to rising metal costs. For most 2008 Lincoln cents found in circulation, the value remains at face value, 1 cent $2,000,000. Due to the high mintage numbers, these coins are still common and easy to find in circulation. If your 2008 penny shows signs of wear and tear, it's likely worth no more than its face value. Uncirculated 2008 pennies, particularly those with a deep mint mark from Denver, can be worth a bit more to collectors. If your coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value could range from 10 to 50 cents, depending on its condition and the demand among collectors. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, which are typically sold in special collector sets, can be worth more. A 2008 S-proof penny, with its sharp details and mirror-like finish, can be worth between $1 to $5, depending on its condition. As with many coins, error coins can be particularly valuable to collectors. Some of the most sought-after errors for the 2008 Lincoln cent include off-center strikes, double dies, and coins with improper metal compositions. These error coins can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. So, while most 2008 Lincoln cents you come across will be worth just 1 cent, there are a few exceptions, especially if you find an uncirculated, proof, or error coin. It's always worth taking a closer look at your pennies. You never know when you might have a valuable find in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and insights. Let us know in the comments if you found any interesting pennies in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.